our principal, Miss Noira, head of early years, Miss Kiran, early years coordinator, Miss Bandvi, parents, teachers, and my lovely friends. On behalf of Indus International Primary School, Jubilee Hills, I take the honor to welcome you to our virtual Indus Day celebrations. My name is Amaya. And I am Annie. We are your hosts for today. Alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. A quote by Helen Keller. You would agree with me when I say, this year was filled with challenges that we overcame with the love, care and guidance of our parents and teachers. Don't you agree, Annie? Absolutely! This year's Indus Day promises to be unlike any other, as it will showcase the painstaking efforts, sleepless nights, and wishful thoughts of our parents and my dear friends through their performances in collaboration with our guiding light in the dark, our amazing teachers. But didn't you mention this Indus Day was going to be different from the others? Yes! Since our mums and dads have been with us all along our learning journey, I'm sure it would be fun to see them as students too. We are waiting to see how our mums and dads are going to entertain us. Just as much as we are eager, these will remain fond memories forever. I now have the privilege of inviting our head of early years, Miss Kiran, to speak a few words and begin the show with a glowing lamp.
Welcome, parents. As you all know, this was a year of unprecedented challenges for all of us. We have each dealt with our share of difficulties throughout this pandemic and have had to transition into working online. I recognize that it was especially daunting to homeschool your children, as young as they are, and for handling the shift to virtual classes. I understand the hurdles associated with this and are grateful the efforts you have taken to teach, support, and guide your children at home. I would like to thank our wonderful group of teachers for taking to the virtual classroom with skill and efficiency, juggling overnight shifts and helping the children adapt to new methods of teaching outside of the classroom. We also extensively appreciate our students for adjusting to this new normal since the month of May 2020. Teachers are mentors. They are students' role models. Everything they say feels right. If you have been lucky to have teachers like these, make sure to reach out and thank every one of them to appreciate them for their noble work. No number of words will do them justice, so we certainly owe a heartfelt thank you to our teachers and all the administrative staff that help prepare us to live. Given the situation, we tried our best to conduct the year's proceedings with as minimal disruption as was possible, and we are happy to report that we were able to successfully conduct a variety of activities on the school calendar, ranging from the Islet Talk, reading, elocution, Independence Day, Teachers' Day, the Leadership Camp, poetry recitation, the talent show, and even our Christmas celebrations, all leading up to our current efforts at coming together to showcase this Indus Day event. I would like to extend my gratitude towards the members of our Parent Advisory Committee for their continuous support and cooperation through the year and for helping act as a liaison between the school and the parent community. I am incredibly pleased to announce that Indus International Primary School, Jubilee Hills, has once again been ranked Hyderabad's #1 preparatory preschool in the Education World India Preschool Rankings 2021. Congratulations. This year would be incomplete without acknowledging our principal, Ms. Novera, whose innate drive and high expectations have been key in shaping our success. Let us recall to attention the vision of the CEO and Managing Director of Indus Trust, Lieutenant General Arjun Ray, who believes that preparation for life is the purpose of education. This motto has helped us prepare and overcome all kinds of challenges, and I would like to thank him for his leadership. The mark of a good leader is the absence of all fear and the ability to lead oneself first before getting others to follow. Let us join hands in chasing this vision and making education more wholesome to secure our children's futures. Making sure each child receives the learning experience they deserve is a duty that is close to my heart and makes me proud to be a part of the Indus family. Thank you all for your trust and support in enabling this achievement and celebration, one that I'm sure we will all remember for a long time to come. Thank you.
Everybody out there, do you feel the excitement I'm feeling right now? So before you can see Jack Robinson, let's get the show on the road. I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you. Today, children of Nursery are going to the zoo. Come, let's walk with them and look for the animals.
The class is ready and excited as this is our first trip to the zoo.
Children, I hope we're ready to visit the zoo today.
I'm excited to see all the animals in the zoo. I want to see a lion. Me too. I hope the lion will not eat us. I want to see giraffe and elephant also. Then let us go in our school bus.
The children have entered the zoo sitting in their bus and with eager eyes are on the lookout for animals. First, they see a monkey.
Monkey! That is small. I mean the skeleton. I like to eat the banana. It's me. I have 2 arms, 2 legs. Love you.
They hear the call of the peacock.
What sound is that? It is the sound of the peacock. Let's go and see where it is coming from. I'm a peacock. My feathers are blue and green and golden. When I can't me. Wow, it's such a beautiful bird.
They now pass the dark tunnel to see the lion.
I am a lion. I am big and strong. I run very fast. I can't jump. A lovely brown fur and big, great, hairy man. And very short. Wow, the lion is so big.
Now they make their way to open grasslands where they see giraffes.
I am a giraffe. I am yellow brown. I eat meat. I want to be taller than the giraffe. Let us go and see friendly elephant. Elephant. I'm fantastic. I'm too huge and love eating peanuts. ugly and flat. Big and fat. Four strong legs. And if you think so, you are wrong. Wow, I love elephants. Me too, but next animal is my favorite. I am a panda. I'm back at my truck. I come from China. This is my baby. It is called Kab. And the streets bamboo.
We have now come to the end of the visit. I hope you had fun.
Hooray! Thank you.
All children dance on walking in the jungle.
Walking in the jungle, walking in the jungle. We're not afraid, we're not afraid. Walking in the jungle, walking in the jungle. We're not afraid, we're not afraid. One step, two steps, three steps forward. One step, two steps, three steps back. Stop! Listen. What's that?
It's a frog.
We're not afraid.
Let's jump.
Stomping in the jungle, stomping in the jungle. We're not afraid, we're not afraid. Stomping in the jungle, stomping in the jungle. We're not afraid, we're not afraid. One step, two steps, three steps forward. One step, two steps, three steps back.
Stop. Listen. What's that?
It's a monkey. We're not afraid. Let's jump. Jumping in the jungle, jumping in the jungle. We're not afraid, we're not afraid. Jumping in the jungle, jumping in the jungle. We're not afraid, we're not afraid. One step, two steps, three steps forward. One step, two steps, three steps back. Stop! Listen. What's that?
It's a toucan.
We're not afraid.
Let's skip.
Skipping in the jungle, skipping in the jungle. We're not afraid, we're not afraid. Skipping in the jungle, skipping in the jungle. We're not afraid, we're not afraid. One step, two steps, three steps forward. One step, two steps, three steps back.
Stop. Listen. What's that?
It's a tiger! Run!
One. Now it's time for a performance that we are waiting. Please clap for our parents. Thank you for being superheroes. Of your road.
Down in the jungle where nobody goes, there's a great big gorilla washing his clothes with a rub-a-dub here and a rub-a-dub there. That's the way he washes his clothes. Boom boogie boom boogie boogie woogie boo. Boom boogie boom boogie boogie woogie boo. Boom boogie boom boogie boogie woogie boo. That's the way he washes his clothes.
Down in the jungle where nobody goes, there's a slithery snake washing his clothes with a rub-a-dub here and a rub-a-dub there. That's the way he washes his clothes. Boom boogie boogie woogie. Boom boogie boogie woogie. Boom boogie boogie boogie. That's the way he washes his clothes.
Down in the jungle where nobody goes, there's a great big crocodile washing his clothes. A rub-a-dub here and a rub-a-dub there. That's the way he washes his clothes. Boom boogie boogie woogie snap. Boom boogie woogie snap. Boom boogie woogie snap. That's the way he washes his clothes.
Down in the jungle where nobody goes, there's a great big elephant washing his clothes with a rub-a-dub here and a rub-a-dub there. That's the way he washes his clothes. Boom boogie woogie bop. Boom boogie woogie bop. Boom boogie woogie wop. That's the way he washes his clothes.
Warm welcome to everyone to us. I am Veda. Welcome to Indus Celebrate. I'm Lord. We're going to enact only caterpillar. Let's begin. Special arthropology and very tiny country Cassiopeia. Hello, good morning. I'm very hungry. Monday, please. Yeah, monkey napping. Get energy. Yummy, yummy. But not good. And Tuesday is on top of energy booster. Very yummy, yummy, yummy. But I'm clearly hungry. Where's my food again? And then see the plum. Plum. Yum, happy garden. Yummy, yummy. I'm still hungry. On Thursday, eat hydrate folded toys. Double shot. Tea. Yummy, yummy. I'm still hungry. On Friday, eat plum. Try oranges. Stitch. Try only tea. Yummy, yummy. I'm still hungry. And Saturday evening. Chocolate cake, ice cream, lollipop, cheese, muffin, watermelon. Yeah, watermelon. I have a stomach pain. On Sunday, eating cream leaf. I'm still hungry. I'm better to now. The caterpillar in the house for cocoon. Caterpillar seeds to make and become to butterfly. Here is the chicken dance from our parents. That's something that sustains us. Our environment feeds us and it helps us grow into individual beings. Our environment is vital and we should take care of it. If we do not take care of our environment, we will not survive. If we don't take care of our planet, soon humankind will be in danger. This is a story of sparrows who got affected by the human act. Let's see. Good morning, Chitla. Are you ready for the class? Good morning, Bunty. Yes, I am. How things have changed, Bunty. We used to go to school, meet our friends, teachers, but now we are not allowed to step out of our bath also. Yes, Chitla, you know how I have to go in my blue car. Now I cannot do it. Now I only miss all the fun. Hey, Bunty, reading my bedtime. Mama told me about the childhood. They didn't have all these viruses earlier, apparently. Yes, Chitla. Even my family was discussing that things have changed a lot. Like climate, environment, etc. I wish we had the same old life like a parent had Bantu. Yes, Tita, remember, and Ma'am was saying to save our environment and make Earth happy. Maybe we can discuss the set of lengths. On the other hand, here is a story of sparrows who got affected by the human act. Baby sparrows visit this place every day after mother sparrow leaves for work. I wonder what is behind that mountain. I wish I could fly there. Mama asked us to not think about flying over there. She never tells us the reason. It makes me curious. Let's ask Mr. Crow. I'm sure he will know about it. Mr. Crow! Hello, how are you? Hello, my darlings. How can I help you? Mr. Crow, we have few questions. Can you answer them? Sure. Go ahead and ask. Why does Mama get so upset when we say we want to fly beyond the mountains? She never gives us the reason. Do you know what's behind the mountains? No, we don't, and that's why we are so curious to know. There's a huge city behind the mountains. Oh, is it? Are you not allowed there? You are, and your mother used to live there with your grandparents. Then why did we move here? It was not safe anymore, and the house was cut down. How and why? Was it the storm? No, it was the humans. Humans? What are they? Humans are the people who live there. They used to respect Mother Nature, connect on Mother Nature and its resources. Over the time, they become greedy and selfish. They started to cut down trees to make factories, malls, buildings and houses too. This led to increased carbon dioxide and other harmful gases in the air. This led to have air pollution, smoke all around. So that's how your house and your grandparents were lost. but they are so busy, they actually forgot how to live. They value more money, but not to relationships, health, and nature. I wonder how one can change their nature so easily. Mama always tells us to think about what we are doing, reflect on our mistakes, and take correct action. How can humans be so greedy and selfish? By the way, do you know what greedy and selfish is? Oh yes, I know the meaning of selfish. It's thinking about yourself and not thinking about others. It is bad. Yes, exactly. I'll tell you what greedy means. Do you know the story that Mama told us? The duck used to lay the eggs and the man used to sell the eggs to make money. Oh, yes. One day the man got greedy. He didn't want one egg in one day. He thought to sell all the eggs in one day. So he thought to kill the duck and take out all the eggs. He killed the duck, the duck died, and the eggs finished. Should we not greedy like a man? We should feel happy with what we have. Can't we help humans to reconnect to nature? We can. Nothing is impossible. But you already know your mama is against you going to the city. Good babies always listen to their mama. Off you go. Your mama must be waiting. Okay, bye. Thanks for sharing this. These sparrows go back home. Mother sparrow offers them food. They eat their dinner and they go to sleep in the night. And they couldn't sleep whole night. And then in the morning when Mother Sparrow left for work, these babies have discussion with their friends, Quail and Parrot, on going to the city. Look at the sparrow. They look so upset. What's the matter, Sparrow? Maybe they are scared to learn new flying trick. No, it's not about the flying trick. I don't know what to say. We know the region. Why another? Never heard about to fly over the mountains. Really, could we secret reason with us? I am curious to know. You know what? These humans have to live. How the human being relate to you? I want to ask you a question. Let me explain. Baby sparrows tell their friends about the conversation they had with Mr. Crow. That's so sad. We are sorry. What happened? Let us know if you need help. We are always there for you. Baby sparrows fly beyond the mountains and they see the city. And they were amazed to see the tall buildings. And it is colorful. And they sit on a plant in a balcony. Baby sparrows visit this place every day after Mother Sparrow leaves for work. You're not talking to us. You're so selfish, you're not like you. You never care about anyone else. We know how you are. You mean me? There were big trees and my grandfather lived on trees. And you humans cut down the trees and build your houses. We moved to the forest and were happy there. I'm so sorry what happened to you. I realized our mistakes. We were so busy in our life, so we used them things. We wasted our castle says. What happened? There's a dangerous virus called coronavirus. To our surprise, and nature has healed herself. To our surprise, in order to go outdoors. Planted trees in our neighborhood and stop using plastic. Every Saturday, we clean our neighborhoods. We are grateful for what we have. Baby sparrows were happy to see the change and they went back home. Where did you go? Mama, we apologize for not listening, but we went to the city. What? Even after the warning I did? We wanted to think they missed us, but they attended. What? They cannot do that. I don't believe them. They are very selfish. I want to come and see. They all went to the city. Mother Sparrow was happy to see the change, and then they went to Bantu's balcony, and the Mother Sparrow saw food for her kids and a bowl of water. She was happy to see the love that the children showered on them.
We've got the whole world in our hands. We've got the whole world in our hands. We've got the whole world in our hands. We've got the whole world in our hands.
She's got the sun and the moon in her hands. She's got the sun and the moon in her hands. She's got the sun and the moon in her hands. She's got the whole world in her hands.
He's got the mountains and the valleys in his hands. He's got the mountains and the valleys in his hands. He's got the mountains and the valleys in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands.
She's got the plains and the deserts in her hands. She's got the plains and the deserts in her hands. She's got the plains and the deserts in her hands. She's got the whole world in her hands.
He's got the lakes and the rivers in his hands. He's got the lakes and the rivers in his hands. He's got the lakes and the rivers in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands.
She's got the trees and the flowers in her hands. She's got the trees and the flowers in her hands. She's got the trees and the flowers in her hands. She's got the whole world in her hands.
He's got the birds of the air in his hands. He's got the birds of the air in his hands. He's got the birds of the air in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands.
She's got the fish of the sea in her hands. She's got the fish of the sea in her hands. She's got the fish of the sea in her hands. She's got the whole world in her hands.
He's got the towns and the cities in his hands. He's got the towns and the cities in his hands. He's got the towns and the cities in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. We've got the whole world in our 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 hands.
What happened, Adya? Why do you look so sad?
Because the construction workers are cutting down trees and only making houses. That's so sad, right?
Yeah, because they've forgotten to live with their bare necessities.
What's bare necessities?
Okay, let me just explain it to you in a minute.
Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities of Mother Nature's recipes that bring the bare necessities of life. Wherever I wander, wherever I roam, I couldn't be fonder of my big home. The bees are buzzing in the trees to make some honey just for me. When you look under the rocks and plants and take a glance at the fancy ants, then maybe you'll try a few. The bare necessities of life will come to you. They'll come to you. Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife. I mean the bare necessities. That's why a bear can rest at ease with just the bare necessities of life. Now when you pick a pawpaw or a prickly pear, and you prick a raw paw, next time beware. Don't get the prickly pear by paw when you can find how to use the claw. But you don't need to use the claw when you pick a pear of the big pawpaw has given you a clue. The bare necessities of life will come to you. They'll come to you.
Good morning. I'm Asha Asif is here to take you to a magical journey in search of a place where there's love and peace, which can be called as a home. Without further ado, let us fasten our seatbelts and be a part of this amazing journey of an animal in pursuit of a home.
Millions in California are dealing with the dangers of extreme heat and rapidly spreading wildfires. 103 degrees in downtown Los Angeles.
The animals in the woods are planning an excursion over the forest fires. So, where can we move to? It is not a lake. No, we cannot go there. I heard a black smoke coming from the factory nearby. That is the reason we cannot drink water from the lake, as it is polluted with chemicals. Land over there, not healthy. So can we move to the city? Dear bread, I think mums are going to perform for us. Let's clap for the beautiful mothers.
हो मीठी मीठी सी ये मुनिया सर पे डाले है ये चुनिया क्यों हाँ क्यों हो सोनी सोनी सी कुड़ी नो मौज में रहने दे ना दुनिया क्यों हाँ दुनिया क्यों है कितनी शानदार कुड़ी ये कर देगी कमाल इसे झूमने दे अपनी बीत के कुड़ी नू नचने दे हाँ नचने दे तू आज लगाने दे ठुमके हाँ चमके कुड़ी नू नचने दे हाँ नचने दे ये सारे आ फिक्रां नू छड्ड के बन ठन के कुड़ी नू नचने दे हाँ नचने दे तू आज लगाने दे ठुमके हाँ चमके कुड़ी नू नचने दे हाँ नचने दे तू सारे आ फिक्रां नू छड्ड के बन ठन के कुड़ी नू नचने दे छोटी क्यों है जी ओहो पाजी ओ उखड़े उखड़े क्यों खड़े जी हंस दो तो हंस देगी दुनिया भी मीठी मीठी सी ये मुनिया सर पे डाले है ये चुनिया क्यों हाँ क्यों हो सोनी सोनी सी कुड़ी नु मौज में रहने दे ना दुनिया क्यों हाँ दुनिया क्यों है कितनी शानदार कुड़ी ये कर देगी कमाल इसे झूमने दे अपनी बीत दे कुड़ी नु नचने दे हाँ नचने दे तू आज लगाने दे ठुमके हाँ चमके कुड़ी नु नचने दे हाँ नचने दे ये सारे आ फिक्रा नु छड्ड के बन ठन के कुड़ी नु नचने दे हाँ नचने दे तू आज लगाने दे ठुमके हाँ चमके कुड़ी नु नचने दे हाँ नचने दे ये सारे आ फिक्रा नु छड्ड के बन ठन के कुड़ी नु नचने दे तेरी छोटी छोटी सोच क्यों है जी ओहो पाजी ओ उखड़े उखड़े क्यों खड़े जी हंस दो तो हंस देगी दुनिया भी हाँ जी
That was amazing. The animals decide to rest where beside the pond where the fish is partying. Hey, how they look! Wow, you look amazing. I just tried a new cosmetic. It's a real on and it makes little glow. Really? I would also like to try. The cosmetic is a limited edition. It's a real on. There are too many ways to do that now. Yes, I missed my friend. What happened to you? Are you alright? I'm fine. As usual, I ate the plastic and soap. This happened to all of us recently. It's very normal right now. I don't have to choke on the plastic. I don't have to think about the corals and the whales. We're gonna be happy, eat responsibly. But I will be happy. Humans need, or are we happy now? After listening to the fish talk, the animals contemplate if they should move to the city or not. They decide to check themselves rather than living in the bottom and walk on. I was feeling a natural competitor. I tend to look up to them in Ipa and we're always respect and them from our bottom of our hearts. Siblings loved a lot. Even we are naughty, cranky and acting like cute. To bring my brother Manas Arrow. He's going to play the keyboard for us. Let's welcome him. They decided to rest in a barn. They witnessed a baby cow and a mama cow talking to each other. Mama, does it pain? Why do you ask, my child? Everyday milk from you. You injection hurt. Humans need our milk to grow healthy and strong. We are here to spread our love. We need to live together and value each other to survive. They are a little selfish, and they are the strongest beings on earth. We do not know when to stop, but I'm sure they will come around. The animals discuss what they have seen and heard. No, I'm not going to the city. I'm too scared of people. What are hunters for skin? I'm hanging them in their living rooms. I have also heard someone say that it discriminates black and white. Look at me. Yes, my tusks are too pressed for them. We hear lot of sound and pollution. I wish we could stay peacefully in our house with the wind and the trees, but we might have rains. I don't know how diseases because of polluted air and polluted water. It is my confidence. Animals decide to go back to the forest to make a happy home for themselves. Seems that the animals know more about how we have treated our earth than us. To reflect on how we treat animals, plants, and each other. It is time that we come together and work towards our earth, our one and only home that is made of love and peace.
Hey Russia, we're cool. Hey Asia, all of you, come on, every one of you, from the plains to the Sahara, let's come together and live. We love the earth, it is our planet.
Land of
We love the earth,
Seat of your fan, light is
we love the earth, it is our planet. We love the earth, it is our home.
A very good morning and welcome to the Indus Day celebration. My name is Netra and today I will be taking you through the life of forest. Reception C is all ready to present their drama skills through a skit. Let's welcome them with a big clap. The name of the play is The Hope for the Earth. Without further ado, let's begin the show. It's a beautiful sunny day in the forest. The breeze passes through the trees. The little flowers are blooming and animals are enjoying their day. Oh, I see the woodcutters in the trees. Let's see why they're here. With you trees. Which tree I should cut? Big trunk or many branches? I am tree. Why are you getting us? Why don't you Many things are disappearing from our environment nowadays. There are very less butterflies, less animals, and no cool air. Do you know? This is because of cutting down the trees. I give you oxygen. I give you food. We tree are your friends. Clean the air, cooling the city. And that's it. I also shield you. Hang for sun rays. To find wood. Or dry branches. I'm here to cut the trees. My friends cut many trees. I'm a butterfly. I make the world colorful. Can you see my beautiful home here? I live on the fresh green leaves and flowers. If you cut the trees, I lose my home.
Children of the section C are ready to showcase their talent through dance, which is all about trees.
I saw a tree by a riverside one day as I walked along, straight as an arrow and pointing to the sky, growing tall and strong. How do you grow so tall and strong? I said to the riverside tree. This is the song that my tree friend sang to me. I've got roots growing down to the water. I've got leaves growing up to the sunshine. The fruit that I bear is a sign of life in me. I am shade from the hot summer sundown. I am nest for the birds of the heaven. I'm becoming what the Lord of trees has meant me to be. A strong young tree. I saw a tree in the city streets where buildings block the sun. Green and lovely, I could see it gave joy to everyone. How do you grow in the city streets? I said to the downtown tree. This is the song that my tree friend sang to me. I've got roots growing down to the water. I've got leaves growing up to the sunshine. And the fruit that I bear is the sign of life in me. I am shade from the hot summer sundown. I am nest for the birds of the heaven. I'm becoming what the Lord of trees has meant me to be. A strong young tree.
You know, when I'm there, you all can live a healthy lifestyle. I can live and do my work. Only if there are many trees and flowers. What will happen means is if you cut the trees, how sad forest will be. I am king of the jungle. Where are the trees? And not trees? Who give it shade? How well animals live? We are going to swim our planet. This will not affect humans. Oh no! I found writing and music. This will in forest. What I do now? There is a solution. Plant more trees. If we get plant more trees, for rainfall coming years.
It was truly inspiring to watch reception C enlightening us with our responsibility to take care of the trees and plants. They have taught us to plant today. A little change makes a lot of difference. Change from our end is the hope for the earth. Thank you so much. It was truly inspiring to watch reception C enlightening us with our responsibility to take care of the trees and plants. They have taught us to plant today. A little change makes a lot of difference. Change from our end is the hope for the earth. Thank you so much.
Whoa! Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Wasn't that a spectacular performance? I think it's time to express a few words of gratitude. May I request Miss Gandhi to propose the vote of thanks?
As we come to the end of this very unique and never before experienced Indus Day, I would like to take a few moments to say thank you. On behalf of Indus International Primary School, Jubilee Hills, I would like to thank Ms. Noera Pasha for continuing to be our guiding light and inspiration. Ms. Kiran for all the support. We have been fortunate to have Ms. Asra Fatima as the event coordinator for Indus Day, who has led the entire event to a gleaming success. Ms. Smita for bringing about a perfect sync between the technical team and the staff. For the first time ever, we have witnessed performances from our sportive and enthusiastic parents who have unleashed their acting prowess, flair for music, and their passion for dance. We are in praise of you. I extend accolades to all our teachers and parents who've put their best foot forward to harmonize today's virtual event. It goes without saying that our teachers have gone an extra mile this year in making every student's learning journey a successful one, despite all odds. A deep sense of appreciation towards all the children of Indus International Primary School for being the key players in our success story. As always, you surprise us and make us proud. I would like to conclude by thanking the technical team from Boxcar Caravan who were responsible for the compilation of the entire event. Thank you.
For challenges we wait.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे